Hello, little adventurers. Welcome back to our magical story corner. I'm so glad you've joined us again today, because what I'm about to tell you is no ordinary fairy tale. This is the story of Cinderella, but not the one you think you know. Today, we'll follow her on a daring magical quest far beyond the ballroom, a journey filled with enchanted forests, mysterious riddles, and a secret that could change the entire kingdom forever. In a quiet corner of the kingdom, Cinderella lived with her stepmother and stepsisters, who treated her more like a servant than family. You might think that after the grand ball where she met the prince, life would be perfect, but not quite. You see, the night after the ball, something strange happened. The glass slipper, the one that had led the prince to her, began to glow. At first, Cinderella thought it was a trick of the moonlight, but when she picked it up, she heard a whisper, a soft, chiming voice. "Cinderella, find the crystal of time before the clock strikes 12, or the kingdom will fade into shadows." She gasped and nearly dropped the slipper. Was she dreaming? She set it down, but it pulsed again, like a tiny heartbeat of light. The next morning, as she fed the birds and swept the floor, the slipper whispered again. This time, she was certain. It was calling her to an adventure. After the ball, the prince had invited her to visit the palace any time, but Cinderella knew she couldn't just run to him with tales of a talking shoe. He'd think she had been hit on the head with a pumpkin. So she decided she would follow the slipper's guidance herself. She slipped it into her satchel, put on her cloak, and tiptoed out into the crisp morning air. The slipper's glow guided her beyond the familiar village into the Whispering Woods, a place the townsfolk warned children never to enter. The trees seemed alive, leaning toward her, their leaves rustling in secret conversation. Suddenly, a small squirrel darted out in front of her. But this was no ordinary squirrel. It wore a tiny acorn-shaped helmet and carried a stick like a sword. "Who dares enter the Whispering Woods?" the squirrel squeaked. Cinderella bowed politely. "I am Cinderella. I'm on a quest to find the crystal of time." The squirrel's eyes widened. "Then you will need more than courage, my lady. You'll need the wisdom of the forest guardians." And with that, the squirrel scampered ahead, leading her deeper into the forest. Elder Willow, a grand old tree with a face in its bark, who gave her the map of moments, a magical parchment that only revealed the path when she made the right choice. Mistwing, a silver-blue butterfly who could transform into a glowing orb of light, showing hidden dangers. River Heart, a gentle talking deer who could hear thoughts and sense lies. The guardians warned her. The crystal of time is hidden in the cavern of echoes. To reach it, you must pass 3 trials. The trial of truth, the trial of kindness, and the trial of courage. Fail any, and time will trap you forever. Trial 1. The trial of truth. In a meadow, Cinderella found a young boy crying beside a broken cart. He claimed bandits had stolen his goods. Her map stayed blank unless she asked the right question. "Who are you really?" she asked. The boy's image shimmered and revealed a fox spirit. He laughed. "Clever girl. Many are fooled by my disguise. You have passed the trial of truth." He gave her a silver key, saying, "This will open the gate to the next trial." Trial 2, the trial of kindness. By a rushing river, she found a bridge guarded by a grumpy troll. "Pay a gold coin or go back," he barked. Cinderella had no gold, but she noticed the troll's foot was caught in a vine. Without hesitation, she knelt and freed him. The troll blinked in surprise. "No one has ever helped me without wanting something in return." He stepped aside, letting her cross for free, and placed a small glowing stone in her hand. Trial 3, the trial of courage. The cavern of echoes lay ahead, but the entrance was guarded by a swirling shadow beast. Mistwing trembled. This is the shadow of fear. The only way past is to face what scares you most. The shadow swelled, forming shapes. Her cruel stepmother, the empty ballroom, the fear of being forgotten. Cinderella's hands shook, but she took a deep breath and said, "You are not my master. I choose my own story." The shadow dissolved, revealing the cavern's entrance. Act 3. The Crystal of Time. Inside, the cavern sparkled with thousands of mirrors. In the very center floated the Crystal of Time, glowing like a captured sunrise. But just as she reached for it, the mirrors showed her visions. A life of ease if she turned back, or a future where she never met the prince. Her heart pounded. She remembered the lessons from the trials: truth, kindness, courage. "I choose to protect my kingdom, no matter what future I face," she declared. The crystal lowered into her hands, the cavern rumbled, and a warm golden light swept through the land. When she returned home, she discovered the truth. The Crystal of Time was the kingdom's heart, and it had been fading because someone, her fairy godmother, had been trapped in a time loop inside the crystal. The godmother stepped out, smiling through tears. "You have freed me, child, and in doing so, you've ensured the kingdom's magic will live on." The prince welcomed her with open arms, but Cinderella didn't tell the kingdom she was the hero. She preferred to let the magic be its own reward. That night, as she placed the glass slipper back on the shelf, it gave one last faint glow, as if saying thank you. And so Cinderella's greatest adventure was not the ball, nor the dance, nor even the slipper, but the courage she found in her own heart. And who knows, the Crystal of Time may yet call her again. If you enjoyed this magical adventure, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss future videos. And if this video gets 20 likes, we'll return for a Crystal Quest Part 2.